Good day, and welcome to another episode of MCM with Freestyle Foodies. That was a very mellow entrance. I don't know why it was so mellow. Okay, so be it.
Because you're Batman.
Maybe because I'm Batman. That's it.
Hello, my name is.
Anyway, I digress. My name is Duncan, and joining me as always is my favourite baby brother, Will. And
Made him say my
today we are going to be making sweet bean burgers. Sweet. So, without further ado, I hand you over to the chef that's in charge. This one.
Woo! So, we have roasted our sweet potato for 1 hour already. So, in that hour that that's cooking, what can you do?
You do the kids' homework, you can do a home workout, say what? By the way, there's a link in the bio for this one for that. And you could have a shower, do some cleaning, possibilities to do. What do you want to do in an hour while that is roasting? Simple as that. William has just started to rinse out the beans.
White beans.
White beans, we're using white beans for this one. Any particular reason why it's white beans?
No.
That's just what was there. That's just what was there. So you can do black beans, you can do kidney beans.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
And it'll be just as yummy, just as tasty. Of course, it's a good idea to rinse that because
It sits in brine and all sorts of stuff, so just rinse it.
so rinse it because you don't want that in there. So once that's been rinsed out, you're going to add it to the sweet potato. And once you've added it to the sweet potato, you're then going to add some
There we go. Notice
Onions.
some onions.
that's about half an onion, right?
About 2 tablespoons of onions.
2
It's not,
tablespoons.
it's not actually that much onion, just a little bit.
Not bad. 2 tablespoons of onion. We're adding some parsley. Of course, if you want to do fresh parsley all the way. Unfortunately, someone forgot to go and pick it up. This time, it wasn't me. It was him.
This is my backup. My bad backup.
Yeah. Lime, and then there will be some salt. Then there'll be some pepper. Then there'll be some breadcrumbs. If you haven't guessed by now, guys and girls, this is vegan friendly. So, again, I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. You're like, oh my goodness, where do I get my protein from? Beans are full of protein. Booyah. So that's always a good one. Salt Bay, and we're going to have some Pepper Bay, I think.
I've already done the pepper.
I'm talking too much. Some breadcrumbs. Once we mashed it up, the breadcrumbs, of course, will help it bind together.
Probably should have used a bigger bowl, shouldn't I? But,
We learn. So use a bigger bowl, guys. So the sweet potato, 1 sweet potato, 1 tin
for
of
about
beans.
an hour, for about an hour and 375. I didn't say that.
375. If it goes higher, obviously be a little bit less time cooking.
And I'll just burn.
Sorry.
Just burn.
375 for an hour. Of course, it doesn't go that high. It'll be a little bit longer. But it's going to come out nice and tasty. It's also going to take away the moisture.
What? No, sweet potato tends to go quite soft when you cook it. Well, like potatoes actually, but this orange sweet potato tends to go more juicy and different.
Now the breadcrumbs to bind it, and we only use half a lime, lemon, whatever it is that you have available. This is about, 4 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Whip it all together, and in that time frame, we're going to take it over to the sizzle cam. So we're at the sizzle cam, but the cooker ain't here because we've had to add a bit more breadcrumb because the potato is slightly bigger than William thought it was, which is perfectly fine, guys and girls. Just add a bit more breadcrumbs. Obviously, you don't want to go too much, right?
No.
Because that would then ruin it. But you do want to make sure there's enough to help bind it together. William is here binding it. So
Well, rolling it into the balls.
rolling into the ball. So we're not actually quite at the sizzle cam yet. We're now at the binding cam. Look at those bad boys. So we're gonna make probably about 3 or 4 of these. And then we're gonna go over to the sizzle cam. Now, I actually can't wait. Sweet potatoes are one of my favorite carbs in the whole wide world. and it's probably one of the best for you, so they say. But we're going to the sizzle cam. Ready? Listen to this bad boy drop. What? Last week, a few weeks ago, we nailed the sizzle cam.
We did. Okay, so we're just going to let this cook so it browns and...
Nah.
So it browns on either side, and it cooks the beans all the way through as well. Even though they're mashed, they'll cook quickly, and the onions. Oh, there we go.
Now we can hear it. Let's listen to that. Let's listen to that sweet sizzle. Guys, of course, this won't actually take long. The process of it, once you've done that, it won't take long because you've already roasted it. So it's already pre-cooked. It literally is just cooking.
To brown it.
Cook the beans, which of course, are the beans already cooked? Do they come like that?
No, you can eat beans like that straight off. You don't really need to cook them. I think about our black bean salad we made the other day.
Yeah, of course you don't need to actually cook beans. Duh. Anyway, so that is that cooking away, and it won't take long. We're going to flip it already. We did preheat the pan slightly beforehand. Should have done it maybe a little bit longer to get that sizzle like we said, but I don't know what I said, but I forgot where I was going with that. So we're going to go flip it now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. You failed.
We did not do as a flip.
Flip cam didn't work. There we go. Look at that. Right. Flipped over. We're going to now flip the next one and the next one, and then we'll be back to the main cam. What am I using? Doesn't matter. Depending on how crispy you want it to look, you can just do that. It might be longer, it might be less. And if you want to, so sorry for William's face there. Our sister just tried to photobomb us because she really wanted it on the. So come around. She really wanted it on this. So this is all vegan, guys. This is another great thing to add.
Behind the scenes and forgot I was meant to say.
Right, so you don't know, Zoe, but that is a typical Zoe moment. Right, as I was saying, great to add to your barbecue lineup. You've got the lamb and beef rosemary burgers, linked below. You've got the eggplant sliders, which are also vegan friendly. That's below. And now you have this. But don't worry, meat lovers. We will have
black bean one yet? Haven't made a black bean one yet.
But don't worry, meat lovers. We will have another thing that you can throw on the barbecue in a week or two, guys.